Economy Hub. I'm Laura Johnston, Principal at William Buck Gold Coast. Today I want to share with you some tips to prepare for tax planning and tax season if you've been working in the gig economy or sharing economy. So during the last 12 months when the whole world turned upside down, a lot of people joined the gig economy or the sharing economy to either replace the income they lost or supplement income, or a complete change of career, which people decided was in it for them. So the thing you need to be aware of, which I think a lot of people would rather, is that you have to declare all that income you earn in the gig economy. And the big key is that all the providers are liaising with the ATO to share data. So you really want to make sure you do it properly and the ATO doesn't find you first before you declare it. So a few tips. The first one, which is a really self-serving one, is that you should talk to an accountant because we are best placed to help you with all of the income you need to declare, and especially the deductions you're allowed to claim to get you the best tax outcome on these income items. So the first thing after that would be make sure you declare all of the income and not just the net amount you get from the platforms. It's important, especially with the data matching that the ATO is doing, that you declare the gross income that you earn before they charge you their commission or their fee. Most platforms will be able to give you a spreadsheet or a report of a given period of how much that was and then how much the commission was deducted, which is really helpful to be able to either use to do your tax return or give to your accountant to help them work it out. The next thing is to start gathering information about what deductions you can claim. So, for example, if you're doing Uber or ride sharing, the biggest expense you'll have is your motor vehicle. So the key to claiming motor vehicle expenses in any industry is a logbook, which everyone cringes at as soon as I tell them they need to do a logbook, because 12 weeks of tracking every trip you take in your car. But let's embrace the digital economy and get an app on the App Store. There's hundreds of different apps you can use that have minimal input and they're really, really straightforward. So get onto that, but you have to do it before the end of the year. So hence why I'm talking to you before the end of financial year to make sure you get that prepared for when you see your accountant. That will give you the best business percentage to claim, fuel, repairs, cleaning, registration, insurance, all those sort of things. The next one to consider is if you're doing an Airbnb, whether it's a portion of your premises or a whole unit, you need to keep records of everything you're paying for the property. So things like, well, first of all, obviously, the commission that the Airbnb are taking, or if it's a real estate agent, the same thing applies. And then all the property expenses, so rates, body corporate, insurance, repairs and maintenance, Airbnb, if you're being a generous Airbnb host and you're providing all the consumables, you can claim those too because it's in the earning of that income. Lastly, like I said, I've been touching a couple of times, is the commission that they're charging you. That's that's of course tax deductible. So make sure you have a good record of all the commission that they've taken from your cut. One of the last couple of things I want to talk about is just make sure that you're aware that not all of that income is yours to keep. There is going to be tax on it. So another reason why it's always good to come and chat to an accountant before the end of the financial year so that we can give you as much notice as possible about what that tax might look like and you can put it away. And then we can also talk about other tax minimizing methods, for example, putting super in, those sort of things. So main message, the self-serving one, is come and talk to us at William Buck and we'll be best placed to help you with everything that you've done with the gig economy. Get in touch. Thanks.